Hi, St. John's family. This is May Parker Sparrow, but many of you know me as Parker. My topic for Lent is John the Baptist endorses Jesus from John 3:22 through 36. As I read these verses, I thought about how many people of that day probably looked at John as a great leader. And then Jesus came along to be baptized by John. So many of that day may have thought of John as the leader and Jesus as the follower. As we know, though, Jesus was and is the ultimate leader of all leaders. Mainly, he is the leader of our hearts. In this day and age, and in all realms of life, much is made of leadership. We are groomed in business and in our personal lives to be strong leaders. I would like to make the case for followers. In verse 28, John the Baptist said, "You yourselves bear me witness that I said, I am not the Christ, but I have been sent before him." So John knew he was a follower of Jesus, even though he was to baptize him. So how does this affect us today? I'll tell you a little secret about myself. At times in my life, I have been called a leader. But in my heart of hearts, I know that I am a follower, and a pretty good one at that. Doesn't the world need good followers? As we move through Lent toward Easter Sunday, when our truest leader willingly gave his all for us, shouldn't we all recognize in ourselves that we are all his followers? Jesus leads us through life, through wonderful times and through heartbreaking times, but he leads us mainly through his word, through prayer, and through other followers. My prayer is that we all strive to be the very best followers that we can be of Jesus Christ, through actions of love, kindness, gentleness, and servanthood. May we all be blessed during this Lenten season as we prepare our hearts for Easter and the risen leadership of Jesus Christ.